Welcome to day 3 of Bookmark 2021. It is my pleasure to extend a cheerful welcome to you all to this session titled A Guided Tour of Taylor and Francis Journals. Without further ado, let me introduce our guest for the evening, Ms. Sonali Bhardwaj. Ms. Sonali is a passionate marketer associated with Taylor and Francis Group for nearly 10 years and is currently their senior marketing manager. Her expertise includes creative and open-minded approach to communication with people, helping them get their research paper published, and also in understanding customer problems in order to provide a solution to them at the earliest. Ma'am, we are extremely honored to have you here with us, gracing the evening with your presence and the exhibition of your knowledge. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Shireen. It was a lovely introduction, and I'm equally grateful to you and to Sri Kumar sir, who actually gave the opportunity to be a part of this session and come be present amongst you all and just take you through the online the demo of Taylor and Francis online journals where you can access it. So I am just going to stop my video sharing because of the bandwidth issue. But once I finish off my presentation, I will surely switch it on back, and I will just share my screen as well. So I would request you. So once you can, see if you can confirm. Now I have shared it. Let me know once you can see that.
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Shireen. So good afternoon, everyone. And this was a lovely afternoon welcome that Shireen has given. Uh, and I hope that you all are doing well in this situation. I will take you through the intuitive platform, which is www.tnfonline.com, where you can access the subscribed journal from Taylor and Francis. So Christ University have access to 2,000 journals from Taylor and Francis in the field of science and technology and humanities and social science. And there are two ways to access it on TNF portal. So one is that if you are in your institute or in your library, you can access it through anywhere. But since we all know that these days we are most of us are working from home and accessing the content digitally, so you that means you are not there in your campus and you can't access it. So, but do not worry, you can still access the content remotely as well through the login credentials provided by your university. So now let me begin by giving you a background about Taylor and Francis Group. Taylor and Francis Group is um, wholly owned by Informa Global PLC, who is the world's largest knowledge providers through their 60 plus companies based in Switzerland. Informa has 150 offices across the world with over 70,000 employees in 40 countries. TNF forms the biggest business of the Informa company. We started our journey in 1798, and we have a 222-year-old strong legacy of bringing cutting-edge research to your doorstep. Taylor and Francis Group partners with researchers, scholarly societies, universities, and libraries to bring knowledge to the life. As one of the leading publisher of scholarly journals, ebooks, books, and reference work, our work spans all areas of humanities, social sciences, behavioral sciences, technology, and medicine. We publish more than 2,400 journals and over 5,000 new books each year, with a book backlist in excess of 120,000 specialist titles. We are a provider of quality information and knowledge that enables our customers to perform their job efficiently, enhance their education, and also contribute to the advancement of their chosen market sectors. Some of the imprints that we published under, working with researchers all around the world: Africa, Asia, America, Australasia, Europe. Now that is the intuitive platform what I was talking about, which where you can access the journals that your institution has access to. So now, without any further ado, let me just take you to the platform. And okay. Shireen, can you please confirm once again if you can see my screen?
Yes, yes, ma'am, it's
Perfect.
visible.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So that's the platform, www.tnfonline.com. And once you land on this platform, the first thing that you see um, is the collection of COVID-19 articles published in our leading medical journals, which is available for you to free, which is available for you to use at no additional cost. Second is you see my name here, but when you come to the site for the very first time, it will have the option of login or register. So I request you to please create your account when you visit here for the very first time, and I will tell you its feature in some time. Um, Here it says access provided by TNF office location because I have logged in through the VPN of my office. But when you log in from the institute, you will see either the name. I'm so sorry, but when you log in, you will see the name of your university, which is the Christ University, um, and yes, instead of here, like I said, you will see the option of login or register. Now, here is a very interesting search bar wherein you can search either by keyword or by author or subject area or any word of your choice. You also have the option of advanced search. So let's click here first. There you go. Now I could either search on the search bar which is given there, or I could click on the advanced search. You can choose further filter to perform your search through here. You can just select it and can choose either anywhere, whether that particular word could be in the title or author or any keyword, and you can just search it here. Or you can also search it by the publication date. If you would like, if you're looking for a particular keyword or a particular article in the past 1 year only, then you can say last month, 6 months, or year. Or if you just want your search to be filtered within past 3 years, whatever articles or authors have come up, then you can search the custom range date and can hit the search button. Going further down, if you would like to search it by a journal, if you already know the name of the journal, you just have to simply click here, choose the journal, whatever you want to. If you know the year or the volume or the issue of the page, you can search, you can enter it here, and you'll be able to search by citation uh, uh, of that particular journal. Now I'll just go up and I'll go back to the home page. I will scroll it a little down, and as you can see, it says explore journals and articles by subject area of your choice. So you can click on anything and can select any category of your choice, and you can explore the journals or the articles in it if you don't wish to type your keyword or your subject area here. While browsing further down, here are some support tools available for librarians in case librarian would like to know how to download the usage maybe, then you can just click here. If you're an author and would like to publish your research to enhance your career, you can click here. If you're an editor and would like the essential guidance and support, then you can click here. And for societies, that's the tool. Coming down, we have details on Taylor and Francis open access journals and publishing as well, where you can get the details of our open access journals and research within TNF. Going further down, you will get, as you can see, there is a trending research option wherein the most trending or popular articles will appear here. And right at the bottom, there are some more resources available for you, which could be of your benefit. Now, let me just go back at the top. and let me search by entering a keyword, let's say business management and economics. As you can see, I just entered these keywords, and there is an option. There are few journals which are there, and there is also an option to search, by the subject category if you're looking something, in this particular subject category. But I would just click on the search bar from here. Right. Uh, as you can now see that this particular category has, in this particular category, we have more than 3,40,000 articles, more than 150 plus journals. Now let's say if you would like to, if you click, and there are sub filters which is available on the left hand side. So if you click on the first filter, where you just want only those journals or articles which you have access to and not the entire title list, then I will just click here. Yes, as you can see that the result have filtered down a bit further, because I may not have access to all the articles. That's the number. That's the reason the number has been reduced in terms of articles. And let's say I just, or maybe you just want to see that how many open access articles are there, or what is the open access content that you have. So you just need to click here. um, these two tabs are different because the first tab contains the access of those particular articles or journals which you have access through the institution, which includes the open access articles as well. However, if you click on the second category, it will show you only open access articles or journals. So, at times it happens that I just want to see that what exactly open access, open access articles or journals are available. I will just simply click here, and all the open access content is visible. Um, I can also filter down by the subject area. So I will just untick first. I Let me just click on the subject area. Now you can see that there are multiple, categories which are available. In fact, it says show more 25 in this particular search that I have performed. But it also says, as you can see in front of economics, finance, business, and industry, there's a plus sign. That means if I do this, it will further expand, and so on and so forth. Maybe I just want something to do, with the uh, hum- organizational studies. So I will just click here, and the search. So you can filter down your research by the subject area as well. Just do this. And if you know the journal name as well in which you are performing your research, then you can simply click here and can go into that particular journal. Or maybe, as I said, in the advanced search, you can filter it by the publication date. So you can filter it whether this particular, whatever has been published in this particular keyword in last 3 months, I can just click here and the search will appear. Or maybe you just want to stick it to, let's say, the keywords. If not anywhere, then you can filter your research accordingly. Now, as you can see, there are two options here. But before I tell you about this option, you remember I said in the starting to create your account on TFO platform. Now, the advantage of that is that once you have done this research and you would like to save all the search that has come up, so you can simply say save this search. If you haven't logged in or if you haven't created your account, you will not be able to use this particular function, because the search will actually save in your account only. So once you do that, it says business management and economics. If you would like, you can alter, or you can filter, or you can edit your search name as well. Um, in addition, which is a great thing, that you can also set the frequency of alerts. So if any new article or any editorial which has come up in this particular category, you can just set it as, you know, monthly or maybe daily or weekly alerts that will come directly in your inbox through which you have registered. And if I say save your search, now it says that your saved search alert has been updated, and I can, you know, see it if I go in the user profile. So if I go here, see, you can see that the save, it has been saved, and you can select the frequency based on whatever, you know, you require. So I will just go back. Yes, you can also export this search result in the form of CSV or XML, the way you want it. Um, if I click here, and either you can download the citation at one go of all the articles, or you can just download the PDF as well at one go, right? If you would like to save it on your system for your future reference. You can also filter your search by this particular column which says order by relevance or newest first in this particular keyword that you have searched. This one. So whatever, if you want newest first, so whatever is new will come on the top and will be followed by, you know, the rest what has been published in the past. You can also select the number of views of articles that you would like to see on, you know, one single page. As of now, as you can see, it can only show me 10 articles, but you can filter it from here. If you would like to see 20 articles per page or 50 articles per page, that is completely your choice. Now let me just go in the journal as well. So under the business management and economics category, we have these many journals. It says 155 journals. So let me just go on journals. Sorry, before that, I just want to say one thing. As you can see, there are different tick marks here, right? So if it's a green tick mark, like a green background, dark green background and a tick mark, that means, you know, I have full access to this particular journal and I can access everything. But the moment the background gets lighter green, that means I have partial access to this particular journal and I can see or access few articles from it. Um, but if you see a log in the orange background, that means it's an open access article, and you can see, you know, any, sorry, it's an open access journal or an article. And if it's a journal, you can access any article in this particular journal, or if it's an article, then obviously you can access it, and you do not have uh, any access problem, and you can access it at from any part of the world. Okay, so let me just untick and go in Journal of Business Economics and Management. I'm sorry. Right. So now we are at the home page of Journals of Business Economics and Management. And okay, sorry, but let me just choose some other journal. I'm sorry. Maybe International Journal of the Economics of Business. Right. Why I chose this journal? So there is a reason, I'll tell you. As you can see, it says, you know, at times the researcher opens the journal from two angles. One, they would like to read the journals or the article. The second is the researcher may would like to publish their research in a journal. So there are two type of journal, as I said. One is open access, so you can publish your research in that, uh, or one is a closed journal, but you can still have the access to publish open access in this. So that's something that you have to take the call. Um, that's the and once you come on this homepage, you can see that what this journal is about, because there is a very minute description of what this journal talks about. Uh, Now you can also see a search bar here. It's similar to what we saw on the homepage of Taylor and Francis portal, on this portal, but there is only one difference. So for example, if you would like to search a keyword in this particular journal, you can simply type it and you can hit the search button. But let's say if you're here and you think that, oh, I have to search something else, so let me just go back because I have to search it, that particular keyword in this entire portal. But you don't have to go back. What you just need to do is type the keyword, select from this drop down anywhere. So now if you type that particular keyword or article or author name, your research will be performed on the entire website and will not be specific to this journal. So but that depends upon you whether you would like to do that research within the journal or the entire website. There is an option of advanced search as well. It's similar to what we saw on the home page, with so many filter options in it, so you can use this as well. Going further down, we have multiple options. Now, one option is that if you would like to submit an article, if you're a researcher, and so if you click here, you would be directed to the manuscript submission portal of the journal, where you need to log in to submit your paper, and it will give you all the info that you require, do's and don'ts, if there is any special issue, etc. New content alert. It's similar like save your research option, where we saw which we saw on the previous page. Now, if you have created your account on the portal, you'll be able to receive the alert whenever any new content is updated or uploaded on this particular journal, or daily, weekly, or monthly basis. So previously what we saw was, on a basis of a keyword, you can save your research. I mean, you can save your search and you will get the automatic updates in your inbox. But if you click here on the new content alert and you would like to have the content alert from this particular journal, you just have to click here. You just have to mark the frequency and it will be done. As you can see, there are different journals as well, which I have done. International Journal of Economics of Business is something that I just did. So it's your call on the journal wise, whatever you would like to see. Let me just go back. Right. So there is an option of subscribe as well. In case your institute doesn't have a subscription to this journal, but you would like to have the subscription, then you can click here and can have all the information. Now, if you need the information about the citation in this journal, you can simply click here, enter the volume, issue, and start page number, and you will be able to get all the details required. Just below this, you can see the option to view current issue or browse the entire list of the issues in this journal, or you can also explore. So let me just go here. There you go. You have the list of entire issues of the journal. Right? Let me just go back. In fact, sorry. Now we are here, and I just think that I just have to go back. So instead of pressing the back button, you can also click on the title of the journal and it will take you to the home page of the journal itself. On the left hand side, you can see a small index which will give you key information as per your requirement, and you need not to go through each and every link or the entire page again and again. For example, if you'd like to know in detail about what this journal is about, right? So you just have to click on the aims and scope. So once you do that, it'll I'm sorry, someone's, I think my mic is not muted. Can you please mute that? Sorry. Thank you. So if you'd like to have full details about what this journal is about, then you can simply go to aims and scope and can thoroughly read it. Or maybe some other information about the journal, or maybe what is the impact factor or the citation score, then you can simply click on the metrics and can know about those details. Now going back to the home page. Further down, if you don't want to read through the entire issues, you may want to just see the latest articles or maybe some special issues which has been published in this particular journal. Then you can select your choice accordingly from here. Now, as you can see right here, you can see about the news and offers, or if there is any special issue call for papers where you would like to submit your research, then all the information is right there in front of you. Going, here is the latest article. If you don't want to click here, you can just see that what are the latest articles. And if you'd like to see all the latest article, then you can simply click on view more. Going further down, as you can see that all the volumes and issues are listed here, whatever has been published in the journals so far. And just before that, we saw the list of the issue. But if you just like to see one by one and would like to see what exactly is there in this particular issue, then you can simply choose the issue from here and can simply choose the volume and the issue based on your choice. Again, here also you can download the PDFs, or you can browse, or you can choose whether you'd like to browse by section, research article, or review. And you can also choose the display order based on your choice or requirement. And here are some of the option basis on which you can do that. And if I go towards the bottom of the page, uh, you will see the option of most read articles or most cited articles or open access in this particular journal. So you can directly go to these as well. Um, let's look at, let's click on some article and look at from the article value as well. Now we are in the article, and you can see that the journal name and the journal cover is still appearing on the top, including the volume and the issue in which this has been published, right? And if I go a little down, you have the option to listen to this journal. If you don't want to read it, but you would like to listen to this particular page, you can simply click here. This On this particular page, you can see the view or the altimetric score. This is the article which came last year as well, so that's the views that you can see. If I come a little down, you can see the author name as well. And the you can simply download the citation as well. We have this option in the starting also, but we have this here as well, where you can download the citation as well. um, Now if I go a little down, as you can see, there is a in the full article, there are multiple um, I would say multiple segregation. The first is the abstract, followed by introduction, and so on and so forth. So if you don't want to read the entire article and directly want to jump on the conclusion of the article, so you don't have to scroll down, you can just simply click here, and you can go into the you can directly read the conclusion as well. So there you go. And if I go a little up, if you would like to see just what are the figures and the data which has been used in this particular article, so you can simply click here, and you will be only able to see the figures and the data which has been uh, used in this. And if you click here, you will be able to see it more on a larger scale. But that depends, whatever your requirement is from this article, you can search it accordingly. And then if you would like to know more about reference, citation, or metrics, or reprints and permission, so you can click it accordingly. Now at times it happens that I do not have space in my system, or I don't want to save the article on my system. So what I can do is, let me just click on this PDF. If you don't wish to save this article on your system, you can simply read it here and can close it. But if you think that this article might be of your use and you would like to refer to this again and again, so I don't want to go to the TNF site every time I want to use this, use this, then you can simply download it from here, whatever inbox place you would like to download, and it will be saved on your system. So if I do that, and if I do save, see, it's saved in my system, and I can open it at any point of time. And I think with that, I conclude my presentation. And if anybody has any query regarding anything, whether it's access or whether it's submission, anything, then please feel free to ask me, and I'll just stop my screen.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Uh, I would like to ask regarding your publication.
Yes.
Actually, regarding that, it did not come here now during the class now, but came across with one problem with cogent
Mm-hmm.
psychology. When I was submitting, it is asking data availability, but my paper is conceptual paper, and since it is conceptual paper, uh, they are asking the data availability to tick mark. The two boxes are will be there, and I need to tick mark that one. And if I don't tick mark, this says that this is a required field. And another thing they're asking is I have to provide the DOI.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt. Actually, your voice is disrupting in between. I
Okay,
couldn't. I
okay,
wasn't able to understand. I'm
okay.
so sorry. Yeah.
Uh,
Eh,
Once again, answer. Once again.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, while submitting the conceptual paper in cogent psychology, I was
Yes, sir.
facing the problem with regard to the data
Okay.
availability section. They're
Okay.
asking the DOI or URL I have to provide, or I have to create the data set by going to the data repository. But I have not collected the sample population. But it is a
Oh, okay.
conceptual. It is a conceptual paper. It is a secondary data. I have written the article, but
Okay.
in that way, how to submit that article? I'm unable to submit the conceptual. And another thing, in research type, no, in article type, there is an option review article.
Yeah.
There is a option for research article,
Yes,
review
sir.
article, short reports like that, but there is no option for conceptual. So
Okay.
then I selected it in the review article. Even then,
Mm-hmm.
I am unable to submit that one.
Okay.
Hmm.
So I would actually request, because this is a particular journal requirement what you had, and you couldn't submit your article. Please correct me if I'm wrong. You couldn't submit your article because it was asking for the DOI and the other details, and also it didn't had the option of conceptualization submission. Am I
Yes,
right, sir?
yes, yes.
Okay. So, sir, can I please request you to? I will just drop my email address here. If you can please, drop me an email on that, I can then take it forward, because this is specific to a journal, and I don't know why this has happened. But what I can do this, I can connect it with the journal editor and can check why this problem is persisting.
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Thank you so much.
Right. So
Yes,
because
yes.
I also, it's a particular journal and I need to inquire about it, but what I'm doing is I'm just dropping my email address for everyone. So if anyone has also any other query, then they can simply contact me. But so please drop me an email.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Any other question? Aditi, thank you so much for the message. Ma'am, is there a filter to view APCs of different journals before we choose the journal? Yes, there is. Let me just share my screen again. Just a second. I'm just opening that particular tab. Just a second. So, okay. I hope you can see my screen. Can if anybody can confirm if they can see my
Yes,
screen?
sir. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. So, if you would like to find out what is the open access or the APC charge in this particular journal, so there is this link. What you need to do is, if you know the journal, it's well and good. But if you don't know the journal, so there are all the journal which is listed here. But if you don't know the journal and you just know that you want to submit it in the economics, finance, and business category, then you can choose select here, and if you click here, you will be able to see what exactly the APC charges. So, for example, there is this journal on accounting and business research. Let me just go here. Let's say the article selection type, it's an original article. And so it's just an example. So if you'd like to search, whatever your category or your criteria of the article is, please select accordingly. So I just chose the country, and it just gave me that the standard article publishing charge is USD 2,800. And I would also say that there are a lot of discounts and waivers based on World Bank guideline. So to know that what are the discount and waiver and exactly how much you need to pay the APC, you can simply click here, right? So you'll be able to see that what exactly is the APC for you to submit your paper. So you'll be able to do that. I will just share the link of this particular category of this particular portal in the chat box, so anybody can actually access it. I hope I have answered your question. If there's any other question, let me know. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Priji. In fact, I just want to show one more thing to you, because at times what happens is that if you would like to publish your article, you know what your abstract is, you know what your um, subject area is, but you don't know that what exactly the journal you should choose. So in that case, we have this Taylor and Francis journal suggester. So what you can do is you can just paste the abstract of your article here, and you can say reveal suggested journal. So it will actually show you the suggested journal on Taylor and Francis platform where you can publish your article. And if you just want the journal to be, an open access, then you can simply click here. So that is something will be really beneficial if you would like to submit your research. I will also share this particular link with everybody. Apart from that, if you have any query, please feel free to ask. Shireen, you have some query?
Uh, is there any more questions from the? Yes, ma'am. We've got one more question on the chat box.
Can we download on podcast? Unfortunately, this is not available on the podcast. So I'm sorry, but there are some articles which we are in process of adding it to the podcast, and it depends that from where you're downloading. As such, TNF doesn't have their own podcast portal, but we are in process of creating it. So thank you. That's a good question. Thank you.
If there are no more questions, we'll now wind up the session.
Sure. And if anybody has any question which comes to, because it happens sometimes that, when you see the session, you do not get the answer to your question instantly, or you do not get the questions instantly in your mind to ask. But if you have anything, then you can surely connect to the library, or I have dropped my email address. You can write to me for any query directly. That is no.
Thank you, ma'am. It is my privilege to deliver the vote of thanks for the evening. On behalf of Christ deemed to be University, I express our gratitude to Sonali Bhardwaj for taking time from her busy schedule to be with us and share her valuable thoughts. We thank you, ma'am, for your presentation and orienting us on the journals offered by Taylor and Francis Group and on how to get access to them. I also extend gratitude to Library and School of Education for collaboratively conducting and coordinating all the events for today. Finally, I extend a heartfelt gratitude to all the participants and attendees for joining this session. A general note: the recording of this session and all the other sessions will be made available to you for future reference on the library website. We wish you all a pleasant evening. Thank you and take care.